Okay, Ashton's going to put 4 tablespoons of butter in. Awesome. Okay.
One more bottle.
Veggie, you're going to put half a cup of flour. Thank you. Here, we need one more. Okay, Bop, put in half a cup of flour. Put it all in. There you go. No. Okay, that's good. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we put the butter in, right?
Yes.
And we put the cup of flour in.
Yes.
And then we put the salt in.
Yes.
And we have some water waiting, right? And we have some cheese waiting. We have to turn this on. Ooh. Until some of the butter mixes up. All right, some of the butter's mixed up, so now we're going to put in the cheese. So we're going to turn it on.
Wow! That's cool! Wait, guys! Yeah!
And we're going to keep it going until it makes kind of a ball of dough. We're going to add a little bit of water to help it. Look, it's starting to get the dough, guys. Do you see how down here it's starting to get kind of doughy?
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, let's put in a little bit more water. And turn it on.
I'm making some dough. Yes.
It's mixing around and it's starting to clump together.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see what it looks like. Look. A little bit more and it'll be good to go. Okay, and now that it's doughy, it's formable. Do you see how we can squish it and it stays? That means that it's ready to cook.
Mommy,
So we're going to roll it out. We're going to... Okay, here. You can each have a little bit. Can you squish? No, don't eat it. Just squish it. Okay. So you can squish it, right? So we're going to make it cold so that it's not so squishy. And then we're going to roll it out and use cookie cutters. And then we're going to bake it. And we'll be all done and ready to eat fishies. Is that cool? Okay, so then I roll out the dough that it makes, and I roll it into the pan. You roll it relatively thin. So I prefer to get it as thin as I can without breaking through all the dough. I prefer to roll it out into the pan because this dough tends to crumble and break really easily. And I find it's easier to roll it out into the pan and do the cookie cutters out into the pan and then try and take the dough off, the excess dough off. Now I do try and get it into like a corner usually. Right now it's kind of in the middle of my pan, but I do try to get it into the corners so that when I take off all the extra, I have room on the middle and then room on the side to roll out more dough and do cookie cutouts. So I got these little tiny, they're very teeny tiny cookie cutouts from Michael's. They're actually for the clay, the Fimo clay jewelry that people make. They have a bunch of little different ones. These ones are all nature themed. And then, oh, my daughter's squished the butterfly one. But they also have like holiday theme and a few other ones. So I'm gonna cut out a bunch of these and then I'll show you what I do. Okay, so I used all of just the tulip cookie cutter, and I just cookie cut a bunch of them. Now, some of them you see came out when I pull up. If you pull it out at an angle, sometimes it'll pop up like this, and sometimes they'll just come out in the cookie cutter. But if you push in straight and pull out straight, or push in and then wiggle just a little bit and then pull out straight, usually it'll stay in. So then I use a little small metal spatula to get all of the excess ones out, and then I just either leave them where they are or put them aside, and then I keep going until the whole pan is filled, and then I bake them, and I'll get to that point. Okay, here are our cheese crackers. As you can see, ours are really tiny. I find that for my girls, at least, if I make them too big, it's a problem because they still want the same amount. Some of these turned out a little bit darker than I like. This is about the perfect color. When you take them out of the oven looking like this, they are still pretty squishy, but they do, as they cool down, they become crunchy. Luckily, these don't taste, they aren't burnt. But yeah, that deep golden is about the perfect color. Because ours are so tiny, it does take me a while to Huckleberry wants some. Because they are so tiny, it does take me a while to make these, but this is a large Greek yogurt container that I'm reusing, and I mean, you can see how big it is compared to my hand. So it's about, I don't know, half full, and we used about half of the recipe, so you get quite a lot out of what you use, and it's really cheap. So that's it. Let's see if the dog will eat them. Sit. Good boy. Here you go. He likes it. Huckleberry, do you like it? Do you like it? Are they so delicious? Are they just the most delicious cheese crackers ever? Huckleberry, say bye.